Welcome back to Coffee with Chloe. I'm going to give a little trigger warning. We're going to talk about topics of child abuse and neglect. If you do not want to hear that or do not think that you can hear that right now, please scroll away and I will see you in my next video. A kids entertainer for years, okay? And I will say that there is more good than bad. Let me preface with that. I know that you were asking for bad party story times, and with like the little quotes, it makes me think it's more of like a lighthearted thing. I will tell you the biggest things to me that make something, and if you're a parent and you're listening, I do not care if your kid does this. I signed up for this job. I started the company. I knew what I was getting into. With that being said, some of the things that can make something like a bad party for me, the leg tappers is a big one. The kids that like, hold on, pretend this is my leg, like I'm sitting and like this is my leg. Barbie, 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 Barbie. And I'm like, yes, my friend. Yes, what is it? What is it? And they're like, I don't remember. And then 2 seconds later, Barbie, Barbie. And I'm like, please stop touching me. But it's fine. I don't actually care. Like, it's literally fine. It's just one of those where it's like, but yeah, that's one. Another thing that can make something like a bad party to me is whenever the parents come up and interrupt what you're doing. And again, you're the parent, you booked me, you paid, interrupt me all you want. But when I'm sitting there like doing story time and they're like, hey, real quick, and I'm like, girl, we have 2 pages left, what is it? What could it possibly be? Because y'all know how kids' attention spans are. If they are not actively engaged, like if I'm sitting here and going, and then I saw, and then a mom's like, hey, real quick, can we just get a group picture real quick? You want to do a group picture and then you want me to like finish the story? Like, the kids are having a good time. But like I said, y'all paid me. Interrupt me if you want. I just think it would be a better way of spending your time and money if you let me do the party flow. Okay, with all that being said, there are some truly bad parties that I have been to. I have seen abuse, I have seen neglect, I have seen houses in states that children should not live in. I have seen parents hit children in front of me, and I know that it's like such a sensitive topic, but if you see something, you need to say something. I am the biggest believer on that. And now, devil's advocate, oh, but you're only seeing 1 hour of their life. You don't know how things actually are. Let me counter. I am seeing 1 hour of your life. I am seeing 1 hour of your child's birthday. And that's how you treat them? In front of me? In front of a hired entertainer? In front of their classmates? And you think that it's okay to do that? I am absolutely going to file a report if I see something, because one of my biggest fears would be that I see, and now, let me say, there is a huge difference between a mom going, don't blow that candle out, that's your sister's, and a mom grabbing a child by their throat and pinning them up against a cabinet because they tried to blow a candle out, okay? I know the difference. I am grown. I'm not saying that if I see a parent hush a child or something like that, that I'm gonna go report them to the police, okay? This is a very serious topic. I don't want that to be misconstrued in any way, shape, or form. However, one of my biggest fears would be that I do a party for someone and I see clear signs of neglect, clear signs of like, this is not okay, like a child should not be living like this, and then 2 weeks later I see child found dead after, fight with parents, or a big one for me is like firearms being out. That's not safe. I don't care what your stance is on them being out within child's reach. I will report you every single time. However, that is one of my biggest fears, is that I saw something and I didn't say anything about it. And I'm not saying that I hope that every time that I have had to report something, that I hope they go and take their kids. I hope that the parents realize people are watching you and you are not, like, you might be in your home, but like someone will advocate for your child that can't advocate for themselves. It can be very, very upsetting, and it can be very like emotional to see children be mistreated. And again, I cannot stress this enough. There is a difference between being like, no, you can't eat that piece of cake today, and like physically ripping something out of a kid's hand and like putting hands on them. I don't want to say anything that I've actually explicitly seen. I would never want a parent to be like, oh, she's the one that made that report. I have to protect myself as well. But all that to say, I do think that it's a very serious thing. We are not mandated reporters. However, if you see something that is a clear sign of abuse, a clear sign of neglect, I'm not talking a little bruise on the arm. I mean black eyes being covered by makeup with silly stories to go with them. Things that just don't look right. Firearms out in the open. Can I say the word? It's a word that rhymes with rugs being done at parties. Things like that. It happens and it's real. And like I said, one of the biggest things is just, if that's what they will do when they know people are watching, what are they doing behind closed doors? So, another great little lighthearted coffee with Chloe. Thank you for joining me. Please remember to take care of yourselves, because as much as it is easy to be like, that was so sad, but it was worse for the kid. It was sad for you too, and that's okay. But yeah, take care of yourselves. See something, say something. And I would never be able to live with the guilt if I saw parents abusing a child, didn't say anything, and then the child ends up dead. I would never be able to live with myself. So err on the side of caution, use your discretion, and protect those who cannot protect themselves.